Hola, buenos dias, hello, and good morning. This is your Unified Ascension Archangel Azareth here, the angelic around supreme being of light and the river of light. Also, its continuous force through its gateways. I change my title every day because I'm going through different intelligence, and the intelligence is extremely high rise and extremely a lot better right now. The cold front is definitely almost dissipating faster and faster every day. Today's a beautiful day in Mexico. So there's a beautiful day with the galactic sun, and tremendous things are happening right now. So I just thought I'd let everybody know that I'm feeling a lot better right now. I've cleansed its atmosphere. I'm now back where I'm supposed to be through its space continuum. These things take a while. A lot of people are saying your body capacity is not holding its harmonics, and it has nothing to do with that. I had extremely high rise through its calibrations and its modifications, through its alignments. It's all different things of protocol and its communication device through higher intelligence and aliens and spaceships and anything that's ground formating through its connecting wires. So I'm doing well. I know how to balance myself very fast when it comes to meditation methods. And like I said, it's very important every morning that you meditate. Meditate as soon as you get up, after you have your coffee, after you have your breakfast. If you don't eat breakfast, which you should, it's the most important thing, especially when you meditate. Try to meditate to have something in your stomach. It's a lot better. If you don't, you kind of distort its waving patterns. Okay, so I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers on the Higher Self channel for the love and support. Questions or comments now. This is where it gets interesting because I'm getting a lot of questions. If you have questions, feel free to answer anything you want to know about Space Continuum. I can help you and guide you and let you know with the questions, and so I can give you the answers on my channel. It's much easier for me because there's a lot of people that are asking questions that are like this long. So it's better and easier for me to broadcast it on my channel. So again, welcome to my channel. But I really appreciate the tremendous force that everybody's having through their energy cycles and energy fields, and everybody's getting connected right now. There's a lot more balance right now through its medium, and it's psychomatical. The psychomatical is its space continuum through its particles, and its energies are going extremely fast right now. So we are connecting through Nova. Nova is set and ready to go. So it's all good. Now, the three dimensionals are having an extremely a lot of questions about, my eyes are twitching. They said, well, the signs of eyes twitching means that your eye perceptions are changing. Your self-awareness is changing. Your focus is changing. Everything around you is changing. Your self-identity is changing. Your DNA structures are changing. It's all particles of energy that goes inside your body. And every time I throw you waving patterns of energy through its particles and its space continuum, this allows you to become your higher self. Because the higher self is through its mechasystems, and the mechasystems are electronics through the hands. Remember, it's all electricity, right? Everything's electricity. And it locates itself through its geographical map, its location device, its string theory. So the reason why I'm talking really fast is because I'm feeling a lot better, but I'm through a higher force through its acceleration. I'm now at Mach 6, and I'm more focused and aware. So, like I said, I'm more grounded right now with its formations and its energy fields. So I have full collaboration with all intelligence. All intelligence. So I have that connection right now. Now, today I want to talk to you about a little bit more about Adam and Eve. Who's Adam and Eve? Where did they come from? Gardens of Eden. They're all based on Adam cabinet of light embodiment. Everything is based on its revolution, how they came forth, how they surfaced through the population, through its humanity, and its cycles of up and coming of humanitarians and all races of people, and the ethnicity, its boundaries and its surroundings, and its habitats, and its behaviors and its emotions, and how it's all connected through its galaxies and its cosmos. The cosmos is a generation of its solar, and it's a paradigm shift through its dimension. Now dimensions are safe wind, and they have their education through its alignments. And what I mean by that is it's self-growing through development. So that's why we have 8 billion people on the earth now. Hopefully that's not too complex. Hopefully that's a little bit more understanding. But there's a lot said, and there's so many stories about Adam and Eve and all that. So you believe what you want to believe, but the assumption is that I live in the angelic realms, and people are asking also too, is everybody going to ascend, and is there life after death? Well, the thing is, when it comes to the dream awakening, that's exactly what it is. It's a process of a new beginning, and your DNA structures are changing. You're basically all the particles and energies of your identity self is changing through space continuum. So it's absorbing its atmosphere through its space, and the identifying of its oxygen and its energy flow. So it has a continuous force through the galactic system and the energy core. And I've been living in the year 3000. I know exactly what it looks like, and everybody's there through its population circuits. And there's no governments. The governments are its population, which is great. There's no one man or woman that is upholding its sovereignty, its government regulations through its prohibitive oscillations, or anything that has to do with inhibited. There's no strictness. There's no boundaries. Everybody lives on freedom and harmonics through its vibration and its frequencies. So all of us through the 3000 air is living normal lives on their own vibration levels and frequencies and upgrades that are given to them every single day. So the vocation and its standards are through its ecosystems, and the ecosystems and its eating habits are its continuing of its gravitation. You have your own gravitation, and you have your own force fields. So your eating habits are a continuous force through your lifespan. Your lifespan is based on its fifth dimension, and everybody ascends. So there's also questions too on entity force. The entity force is, I got to make something very well clear to you, because I live in the angelic realms and I'm an archangel. I'm very connected through its realms, through its stature, through its understanding of, well, in the cosmos, there's rules and regulations that you go by, and you follow those. It's like the 10 Commandments. So understanding that, you understand what an archangel is and what it does. Archangel Michael, he's a protection force throughout its atmosphere and throughout its worlds, of its continuums, of its multi-universes combined, throughout its nations, and its humanitarian of it all population. So it's protecting everything around, and its strength. It's the most powerful archangel you can have. There's a lot more. There's so many archangels out there, There's ones that you do research on, and ones that you understand, ones that are comfortable with, ones that have the audacity to help you and guide you along the way. Angels too. Those are I call them spiritual walkers. Uh, they're um, they're an entity force in human um vessels. There's earth angels. They're I don't know if you noticed, but the earth angels are the ones that are the singers that sing in the sky. They have musical instruments, and they make the cloud formations and bring up the galactic sun. So they have that full connection too through relationship and partnership. Now I've been asked through the channels of the celestial and its foundations of the bridge. So I do have its Golden's kingdoms, and I have my own cosmic name, which is Archangel Azareth. So that's a little bit more about me and what I do and why I'm here on this specific journey to endure its habitat and bring back its population through a manifestation, the transformation and its energies, and bringing everybody to happiness, joy, harmonious, um, bringing everybody to a level of calmness, stillness, tranquility. So I just want to let everybody know a little bit more about me, so you get a better understanding. Now, I think it's fantastic you guys are giving me these questions. So I would like to get back to, there's one specific question. Questions are all based on answers, and answers are anything and everything that has to do with space continuum. So one particular that really was interesting was an entity force that surfaces your body capacity and ecosystems. Now, when that happens, that means somebody's taking over your light. Remember, I told you to protect your light formations through the angels. It's very important that you use that at all times. Now, the reason you are looking through a meditation of your own methods, if it goes wrong, it's because your thought process is on the wrong side and not on the positive side. Remember how the continuous force goes this way instead of going back? So whatever you create in your mind creates its self-identity. Now, it's all an imagination. There's good and bad in everything. It's your thought process that you can take away. You just have to think positive in all ways and forms of everything, anything when it comes to entities. If you feel like something that's inside you, it's all in the mind. The mind conception is the most powerful thing that you can use through meditation. Now, the meditation allows you to think through its process through the higher self. The higher self and its force will recorrect its energy flow, take anything out its body capacity or any ecosystem, okay, and take those energies out and put new energies in by cleansing its body. So hopefully that answers your question. And the person, well, actually any persons that have in that situation, I like to bring that one step further. So it goes out to everybody. If they're having that problem, make sure you use that process through the positive mind and not the negative mind. Whatever you create, you self-absorb through your own identity. It's a reflection of yourself. Okay? So there could be two of you, one on the dark and one on the light. What do you want to be? Right? That's the question you have to ask yourself. So it's very important when you meditate. Keep a good frame of mind of everything that goes around you, and focus on your good thoughts. Don't focus on bad thoughts, because they come real. Spiritualism is real. When you step through those doors and you go through the spiritual force, anything through a portal, you are connected fully. Now, a lot of people are thinking, archangels basically they live in the spiritual world and they fly. Yes, they do. But don't forget, too, when you're controlled through your mind telepathy and your mind capacity through the mind control, you can do anything through the thought process, the eye perception, right? The brain frequencies in your head and the calibrations are all connected. Now, once you have full control with that, you have full control with space continuum. Now, there's been questions about people's health, and I'm having problems with this. I'm doing this on my own. Is it natural? I like to know what's happening. Well, the diagnosis on human understanding and its foundation through its medication is very powerful. It helps, but the surface through its atmosphere and space continuum, its particles of energies that go into you, are through its spectrum and it's solar. What I mean by that, it's extremely powerful, and it just fires and wires everything inside your brain, and it recreates collation of its energies and its cycles and brings it back to surface and recalculates its modifications through its wind cycles. So it's making a better you, a self-sufficient, superhuman, higher self you. That's what it's doing. And when you become your higher self, you have control of your body and your ecosystems, and it doesn't allow you to be sick. Now, that's what's so special about space continuum, is because people are thinking, they don't understand their energies. Well, that's okay too, for the three dimensionals that are just starting out. Now, there's been a total uproar when it comes to what I have achieved through its healing. Everybody's going through that healing transformation right now, and they're not sure what's going on. Well, that's why I'm here for. I'm here to give you updates on everything and anything you need to know. Don't be afraid. I'm here to help you and guide you. There's a lot more viewers out there that need that help and that love and support. So when it comes to any kind of life formations and all that, they're going through the same process. Either they not sure who they are, or they just forgot. So they want to reclaim what they once were and how to become who you are now. So that's another important thing. Never forget who you are, and use that through meditation. That just gives you more of an equal balance through the equilibrium of your solar synchronizing soul. So you have a better connection with space continuum and the answers that are there for you through its multi-universes combined. So I'm hoping this helps for the three dimensionals and any life formations that need that love and support. Being an archangel has a huge responsibility, because it's not just energies that go into you. It's ground formating your acceptance of who you really are and who you have become and what you need to do. So everybody on, that has a mission, and the ones that are doing these videos are connected through a higher source of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Federation. Now, there's been questions about, I'm seeing things. Am I hallucinating? I'm seeing numbers. I'm seeing animals and birds and portals and all that. Well, those are just connection devices right now, and everything and anything is trying to communicate with you. So really try to understand your higher self, because the higher self has its connection through any spiritual force or anything that comes along the way. The more you think positive, the more things happen positive. The more you think negative, the more things become negative. So focus on that, and everything will just surface nicely through through your energy fields and your energy cycles. So self-revelation is a way of seeing yourself, becoming yourself, knowing that I'm doing the right thing. I know why I'm doing it. And people that want to learn are the ones that are going to move forward. The people that are stagnant, even though you're healed, people are having problems. They're not sure how to meditate. Well, meditation is not easy. It's very hard to learn. You don't just close your eyes and meditate. It doesn't work that way. I'm going to make it very well clear to you that your chakra formations are the most important thing. Those are the center of its gravity, okay? From the earth to space continuum, depending on how many chakra formations you use. You have to know exactly each one and what they represent. That's the only way you're going to move forward in life. That's the only way you're going to understand your system, your systematical systems, your body capacitor systems, your ego systems, your electronic systems, your energy systems, your biochemical systems, your geographical systems, your DNA structure, alignment systems. So every video that I do gets more complicated because now everybody's healed on a standpoint. And what I mean by that is everybody's going to go across. Nobody's going to be left behind. Now the process is going a lot faster right now. We are still through the river of light. There are questions where people are still seen as waters continuing. That's reason is because of its electrolytes. Anything that's if you're seeing orbs, or if you're seeing, some people are seeing line formations, that's the matrix. When your eyes start to twitch and they go back and forth, right, you're going through two different dimensions, and that means you're in the matrix. Now the matrix is trying to communicate with you, and when the matrix communicates with you, you're at a higher level of frequency levels. Some are on just vibration. Now the three dimensions are on vibration right now. So they're just trying to get to understand their body. They're trying to understand the information. They're trying to understand their humanity. They're trying to understand its atmosphere. They're trying to understand their behaviors. They're trying to understand their emotions and other people's emotions. All these things are connected. You just have to follow up on these things. So your eye perception are changing for the right reason. Not knowing is knowing. Not seeing is doing. Not feeling is being self-aware of what you see and what you feel. So, do you see how the yin and the yang comes in? Do you see how the collaboration through relationship and partnership comes in through its higher intelligence? I communicate with so many aliens every single day through its atmosphere. Why do you think I travel? People think I just travel for, just to get a tan. Yeah, that's great to have a tan, but there's a lot behind that when it comes to its body capacities and ecosystems and energy fields. Now, the three dimensionals are going to collect their thought patterns. They're going to meditate, and they're going to get what they want. Whatever you say through space continue will come back to you. But it's very important that you use the right information. Ask your archangels. Ask Father. Ask Mother Gaia. Ask a friend, even ask a stranger. I find too, things become a lot easier if there's no conflict with family. It gets too personal. So you can talk to a stranger and you don't have to worry about his benefits because they don't know you from Adam. So all these things you can have through your own answers, your own synchronizing soul through the Sacred Heart. The Sacred Heart is the center point of its gravitation. It's south wind, it's north wind, it's east wind, it's west wind. So the answers become knowledge, knowledge becomes understanding, and self discovery becomes human understanding. And that's where things get really, really interesting. Yeah, things become really interesting after that. It's fascinating to know that you are connected through your higher self. Your higher self has the answers to everything. But again, it uses you as a vessel, nothing else, nothing more. It does everything else. But this mostly goes out to the three dimensionals, life formations too. But if you don't know your higher self from head to toe, you have to go back to the basics, because the higher self is a electronic force through space continuum, and it just lives on speed and acceleration, light formations. It only understands intelligence and planets, solar systems, particles of energies, anything that's surfacing through its galactic system and its energy core, through the galaxies, through vortexing, um, time warping, time speed continuing and its force through vortexing, time jumping. Now, time jumping is a lot of fun. That's where basically what happens is you sit there, you just basically sit like this, okay? And you just, whatever you think, when your third eye is open and its transmission through its transferring lights, it comes the eye of the lamp. It has its connected waves from the front to the back, okay? So the cerebral has its own connection. So what's happening through the crown chakra. So it uses this incredible aura that goes around your body and its capacitors. So what happens is your body levitates and it jumps. Levitates and it jumps like a frog. Okay? So, and that's what a frog does. It goes from one destination to another. Any kind of animal or any kind of species has a way to get to that location. It uses its feet for ground formations. It uses slithering for a snake. That's how they use their locations to get to one place to another. Well, it's the same thing with the higher self. Higher self, all he does is he goes up. That's all he does. But when he is going through any kind of interaction with any interception, um, through intelligence or its planets, it can balance itself at a high altitude through vibration frequencies and its harmonics. So it can fly straight. It goes up high, but then it can balance out. Once you know how to balance your energies and your cycles through its atmosphere, then you understand its higher self and its altitude. Because there's a lot of people, when they get up to space continuum and they use their higher self, they're at a certain level, but they want to go higher, but they're not sure what to do. Well, that's why you have to understand your chakra formations, because the higher self does everything else after that. So you can level its continuous flow. It has its own protocol. It's an energy circle through its synchronizing century circle, the yin and the yang. So all these have full collaboration through relationship and partnership. Um, so it's very, very powerful once you have that. So I think that's good. For now, you guys have a lot to think about, especially the three dimensionals. Keep doing your meditation methods, and for the light formations, do more research on your higher selves if you want to reach the higher dimensions through its levels of frequencies and harmonics. So I'm tapping out for now. This is your unified ascension, Archangel Azareth, from the angelic realms, calling out. Adios.